And remember in the story time, I was like, y'all gonna think I'm crazy for trying to even do something nice for him because of what happened before the like little hotel situation. This is what happened before. Y'all already know it's Storytime Friday. You know the vibes. Sit back, relax, grab your snacks, and tune in for this tea.
Hey, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. About none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
So y'all already know, before we get into the video, we gotta do the small business promo shout out. Today's first promo goes to DMV Bling Cup Queen. And she sent me over a bling cup, but she also sent like her business card, tumbler care. It's a one of those like blinged out tumblers. So she sent how to care for it. Girl. Oh, what is that? The straw? What? This is so cute. I love this. Oh my God. This is a closer look. This is so cute. I love this. And I know this took so much time, so I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. It's so detailed and like you could tell they took their time with this. I really appreciate this. Okay, let me tell y'all, just in case when you order it, it says hand wash only. It's not dishwasher safe. It's not microwave safe. Don't soak it and avoid extreme heat. Okay, handmade with love. Please handle with care. You can tell that that's handmade with love. They took their time on that. So the next promo shout out goes to Klaiyi Crafts, and she sent a handwritten. It's a little card. Okay, so it does have care instructions in the handwritten. It says rhinestone cups are hand wash only. Wash in lukewarm water. Do not dishwash, or don't put it in the dishwasher or microwave. Suitable for cold drinks. So it says, hi T, thank you for giving me and other small businesses an opportunity to shine. I love your channel and you have an amazing energy. Keep up the great work and happy birthday to your mini me. Oh yeah, my baby birthday did just pass. Thank you so much. Love from Shay at Klaiyi Crafts. Thank you so much. Look at this card. Like, it was really made with love. First of all, 100 for the wrapping. This is so adorable. Are you serious? It says mini me. She literally is my mini me. This is so cute. Okay, I want to call my baby in here so she can see it. Come in, baby. Surprise for you. Do you like it?
Minnie Mouse Diamond?
Yes. And she sent over a bunch of candy for my girl.
Can I see it? Can I see it?
Yes.
Can I see it?
You go, don't hit the thing, baby. Do you like it?
Yes.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
She doing a dance. I wish y'all could see. Oh, she loves it. All right. Just take one, babe. And then this one is for me. This is so beautiful. My favorite color is literally gold and black.
What's your most
Y'all don't know how excited I am. Look at this. I feel bougie already.
Hey, Mommy. Which color do you like the most? Gold or black?
Both. She said key ring. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my God.
Me a key ring.
Look at this. A big one and a baby one.
Give me my key ring.
Baby, you shaking the camera. She really took her time with this. Look at this. What? I am so grateful. I just hit my tooth. The straws are included and they do say for cold beverages only. These are all 3. I love them. Oh my God. Once again, big shout out to both companies, Klaiyi Crafts and DMV Bling Cup Queen, because I know y'all took y'all time with them cups and y'all put a lot of love into making those cups. I can tell. I'm so grateful, y'all. These cups really got me feeling really loved. Somebody actually took time to do this for me. Am I being dramatic? Because I just feel so, oh my God, I don't know, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much to both companies. Definitely go check them out if you're looking for a customizable tumbler, Starbucks cup. Klaiyi Crafts also provided a discount code as that's T20 for 20% off any any rhinestone cup. So definitely go check them out. Both companies definitely took their time and you can tell that it's just made with love, both of them. Like, do y'all not understand how long and time consuming this process is? You are definitely going to get what you pay for. Y'all already know I will have everything listed in the description for these two companies, these two amazing companies. Definitely check them out. All right, now getting right into the story. I know from the title a lot of y'all can probably tell that this is going to be a Dre story time. If you guessed that, you are correct. Ding ding ding. And if you're new here, because I do get a lot of new people and they be confused, Dre is my ex and he is my daughter's father, and who this story time is about once again. Honestly, let's just get up into the story because y'all know I be rambling. So let's just get into the story. So these events take place before that story time I just made. It was called like That One Time I Cheated. Was it called that? It was called something like that. So yeah, y'all already know I always got to give like some slight backstory so y'all can know like around what time this was. So this was around the time where we had gotten evicted. I keep talking about the time we got evicted. It was crazy and I can't even talk about it yet. So just know that that story time is probably like gonna be one of the craziest that I have. We had gotten evicted from our first apartment. Actually it didn't even go on our thing as an eviction because we got out within the 3 days, but basically it was an eviction. Then we started living in a motel. I want to say it was an extended stay, but it was really giving motel. It didn't have no kitchen, it didn't have anything. It had 2 beds, a dresser, and a TV in the bathroom. That's not an extended stay. I've seen extended stays, they have kitchens and stuff. So this was a extended stay, but it was really giving red roof in. So we started staying there for like a few weeks, but then that was draining our pockets because it was like $600. Honestly, it was like 7 something. That was really our rent for the month for a whole entire apartment. So no, we sucked it up and we moved back to Houston. Neither one of us wanted to move back to Houston at all. Oof. It's just like, oh my God. It's just that feeling of being defeated, getting literally everything taken away from you. Your apartment, all your money, your cell phones. Our cell phones got taken. Everything was taken away from us. So we literally felt defeated moving back to Houston. We thought we could thug it out, but we couldn't. Move back to Houston. We both go to his mom's house and we just there. The first few weeks was hard because I know if I felt depressed, he was depressed times 10. Oh my God, I can't get into the specifics right now, but it was a very depressing time. It was like we were starting from the bottom with nothing. So yeah, then we had to take care of a baby, and at this time she was a baby. I think she might have just turned 1. Yeah, she literally just turned 1. And then this happened. This was right before, not literally right before, maybe like a month before I got the call center job. And I was working at Home Depot. The Home Depot I applied for was closer to his mom's house than my aunt's house. So I felt like, well, we both felt like it would be easier to just have me staying there. Okay, let me back it up because I'm not trying to confuse y'all. So when we first got there, I was living there, didn't have a job, blah blah blah. We got into it, y'all. We got into it so much. But yeah, I went to go live in my aunt's house. Then I ended up going back because I got the job at Home Depot. And from my aunt's house to the Home Depot that I applied to, it was just going to be unnecessary. And at that time, we was pretty much like sharing a car. So I figured like living with him, it would just be way more convenient. So even though I felt like I was at my wit's end with this relationship, because first of all, because of everything that just happened with the apartment situation, it was a lot. And then we were constantly arguing about like little small stupid stuff, and we both didn't have nothing. That gets frustrating. And now I get a job, and at this specific moment, besides all the other little bickering that we did, when I found this job, it was already bad before, but when I found this job, I felt like it got worse because of the complaining. Like, it's not my fault I found a job first. It's really not. So he pretty much playing stay-at-home dad. And I guess he didn't want to, but it's just, bruh, I've done this shit for so long. Mind you, before this, like, the roles were reversed and he was out working and blah, blah, blah. Not, y'all, I can't even begin to explain. Let me just clarify, because I know how the internet is. It's not that he didn't like playing stay-at-home dad. He was just so used to being in the streets and getting, like, moving fast that sitting in the house all day was not something he wanted to do. And as soon as I got off work, from actually working, like getting up, having to be to work at 6 a.m., getting off, coming home tired as hell, I mean, I know it's Home Depot, but I feel like any kind of job is tiring. Dealing with people's attitudes all day, mentally draining, stocking shit on shelves, everything. It's just like mentally and physically draining. So right when I get off, it was like, okay, here, your turn. And this is just how I felt at the time. No shade or nothing like that. But if you was actively looking for work every day, you would have found a job. So that means the math ain't mathing, right? So when I say something about like to that effect, like basically if you was looking for a job, you would have found one and stuff like that. The complaining went up to if I couldn't even get a real job, because if I did, who's gonna watch her? Like I couldn't even get a job if I wanted to, because there's nobody to watch her, blah, blah, blah. We need daycare, we need daycare, we need daycare. Okay, every day it was we need daycare, we need daycare. We need daycare, but who gonna pay for it? Daycare is expensive. Literally, daycare would have took my whole check. And I was trying to move out. And until recently, at that time, when I had just got that job, we both literally had nothing. So we both sitting around, literally having nothing. I emptied my bank account. I had emptied my bank account. I had just got my phone back. He never got his phone back. So it was just a lot. So with all that being said, it was a lot of like depression, a lot of passive aggressiveness between us. And it eventually, of course, that situation was gonna boil over and blow up. So it must have been my off day, and we was just chilling at his house as we like normally doing. Somehow, some way, we start arguing. And honestly, it could have been the smallest, tiniest little thing that started the argument. Anything was gonna blow up this argument, just because we have been trying to avoid arguing for so long. I could, like, I'm telling you, I literally could have said, boy, your shoe untied. And he would have been like, boy, man, what the fuck? Like anything. I could have been like, oh, it's a bee by your ear. A bee? You just called me a bee? Like, I swear to God, I'm not joking. Oh my God. This was like literally, I haven't been in many relationships, but this was the most toxic relationship I ever been in. Literally. Like, wait, hold on. Never mind, dang, because the first one was pretty crazy. No, it is. No, this one is. This one is. I can't for the life of me think about what we was actually arguing about that started this off. But like I said, anything was gonna take us down that road of what we actually needed to talk about and get off of our chest. We at his mom's house. His mom wasn't there. His brother is there. His little sister is there. At this time when the argument started, we was in the house, but it kind of started off quiet, like bickering. So at that point, I took it upon myself to just step outside right in front of the door so we could talk about what we needed to talk about and have a little bit of privacy, because his brother is there. His brother Devontae is there. We do not like each other. And he loves mess. He loves mess. He can't wait to spread it around. So I'm like, so I step outside because I'm sick of him always in our business. He's literally always in our business. Whether we at the house arguing or not, somehow he insert himself in our business. I don't know why. Like I said, we step outside and we're arguing, and the argument is like actively changing, because it's not one thing that we need to have a conversation about. It's multiple things that we've been suppressing and not talking about and just ignoring. So it's actively going from this and that and da-da-da-da, and yeah, you blaming me for this, and you like, I'm blaming him for the eviction. Like the relationship had gotten so weird because he felt like I blamed him for the eviction, even though it was his fault. I tried not to act like I was blaming him. I tried to be on his team and act like I understood. Nigga, like, come on now. Everything, like, when I tell that story and y'all actually see how hard I was going and everything I did, step by step, him calling from jail, and it was just a lot. So when y'all actually see that, and now you in my face with this shit, I put my damn account in the negatives. Like, and you got the nerve to be blowing up on me talking about you blaming me. Yeah, I'm to blame for everything, blah, blah, blah. So that aspect alone made the relationship so weird, because it is your fault. I must have said something like, well, it was your fault. Like, this happened because of you. I try to talk to you and I try to tell you how to move. I try to tell you you're moving crazy and you're moving careless. And he was like, yeah, it's my fault. You blaming me now. You wasn't blaming me when the bills was getting paid. You wasn't blaming me then. You knew what it was. You knew what it was. As a man, I feel like, as a man trying to take care of his family, as he always used to like throw in my face when he had to go do this, that, and the third, that's your responsibility. And at the same time, he wasn't paying all the bills by himself because I had a job too. So confusion. I am confusion. Secondly, he didn't even have to do what he was doing because he had a damn job too. And then even before, when we was living with roommates and in different little towns and stuff, you told me not to work, you know, just stay and take care of the house, the stuff, you know, around the house, whatever. Basically be a stay-at-home mom at our young ass age. Like, I don't know why the fuck we was living like we was goddamn 35. That's the stuff that he was basically saying to me. Now you gonna try to throw some shit in my face? So basically, it was just a lot of tension getting buried because instead of communicating, I had to basically ignore my feelings, and whatever he didn't want to talk about, it wasn't gonna get talked about. If he didn't want to talk about it, he didn't want to talk about it. That's how he was. And if I tried to communicate further about it, then I was the problem. I was nagging, I was annoying, I was this, and that. And I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to communicate. And then a lot of the times it would boil over to the point where I'm trying to communicate so much, and then I'm like, F it. And then he like, nah, let's talk about it. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. And I'm over the situation. I don't want to talk about it no more. So it was just a lot of like mentally draining situations like that. So to avoid going through that kind of BS, I would just fucking ignore it. Like, I would just ignore it, not talk about it, bury it, have the tension grow until we blew up on each other. That's really how it went. When we going back and forth, somehow the argument actually carried back into the house. I don't know. I feel like I tried to walk back in the house to just like be done, because when we walk back in the house, I'm thinking like we're gonna go back to our quieter tones and lower our voices. But no, at this point, what I just explained happened, and he was like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, loud as hell. And I'm trying to tell him like, listen, I'm not finna be talking that loud. So if you finna be yelling like that, I'm gonna ignore you, basically. So, but I couldn't, because you know, when somebody's talking shit to you, well, at least to me, I can't ignore it. I'm not gonna ignore it. You're not finna just be spewing what you think you know at me. No, I'm finna come back at it. So the argument carried back into the house. We going back and forth, and all of a sudden, Devontae just walking back and forth, fake throwing stuff away, fake going outside. Like, he got to pass us to go to the door. And I knew he was just walking back and forth to get a better ear in, to like listen better. Typical nosy nigga shit. I promise you, and it's no shade. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it's no shade, but this whole video is no shade. I promise you, I've never met a man that loved drama as much as he did. I promise you. If he could have got down on one knee and proposed to drama, if he could have took drama in the bedroom and fucked drama, that's how much he loved drama. So like I said, the argument is actively switching from every little thing. Somehow Devontae baby mama dum-dum, she get brought up, because like I said, they was all up in our business for once. I mean, always in our business for one. And then for two, it was just like a lot of he said, she said stuff going on. Like, I'm not really gonna go into too much detail about it because that's kind of part of a different story. But we're going back and forth about it. Dre's just like, well, fuck that bitch. Nobody told you to be listening to her retarded ass. And like, he going off because he do not like her. At this point, I know for a fact Devontae is hearing all this stuff, just because during the argument, I do realize it's like much quieter in the house. Like, the background TVs and the little music and stuff, it's been turned down. Like, I don't think the sister was actively listening, because matter of fact, she probably was asleep, or like she just really didn't care. Even if she did hear it, she didn't care. So I know, but I do know for a fact that Devontae is lending a listening ear, and he probably in the room just loving it. Who knows? So anyway, with that being said, I said that because I know he heard Dre talking about his baby mama, and I don't think he cared, because he ain't come out of the room and say nothing or anything. So I'm not sure if they was even on good terms. They had to have been, because all of this information got back to Dum Dum somehow. Dre's still yelling, she not your friend, she not your friend. The argument is still actively switching to the point where it's making no sense, because we will be talking about her, then we will be talking about this and that, and then the eviction, and it's just, I'm so lost. And the communication is still bad, to the point where like nothing's getting solved. We're just yelling at each other now. Somehow we get back on to him being a tree man. If y'all don't know what a tree man is, use your imagination, okay? Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you, because I'm not finna say it. Back to the same argument. I promise you, our arguments were so repetitive to the point where it made my head hurt. It got just so annoying. So yeah, Back to the same stuff. You weren't saying that when the bills was getting paid. You weren't saying that when you was living for free. Like in the beginning when we had roommates and stuff. First of all, I was pregnant. You telling me not to work and this and that. And I'm like, as a man, is that not your duty? He really tried to play me like I didn't know what was going on. Like he tried to act like he was out working so hard, being a friendly neighborhood tree man, just going here, doing that, doing this, doing that. In reality, you're sitting around in somebody's trap house. You playing video games, you relaxing, you smoking. Like you might be driving around wasting gas for maybe like an hour. But after that, a lot of the people come to the trap house. Come, cut it out. Being a tree man is nobody's hard labor. Unless you El Chapo, and not even then, because he had people working for him. And he really thought he was El Chapo. Let me stop. So yeah, he's just spewing out all this ignorance. And I'm like, are you serious? We were going 50-50. It wasn't no like, what are you talking about? Like, make it make sense. And he was like, nah, I'm talking about before when we had roommates. I'm talking about before then. I'm not talking about just now. This is the kicker right here, because he was like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the recent years. We just moved into our first apartment. That was recently. I'm talking about the whole time. I'm talking about our whole relationship. Girl, I damn near raised you.
Girl, I damn near raised you.
You what? So what he's saying is he been changing my diapers since we both were in diapers, right? He damn near raised me. He been feeding me, putting clothes on my back, washing my ass, helping me with homework since forever, right? My aunt didn't do shit. He raised me. Okay. Right after that came out his mouth, I hear a burst of laughter in Devontae's room. And it's crazy because it's like I hear it, but I didn't hear it. So right after he said that, the laughter happens and I'm like, raise me? You raised me? That's when the disrespect started. I did initiate the disrespect. I'm gonna go ahead and take responsibility because 90% of the time I did initiate the disrespect because bitch would just slip off my lips so smooth and so like automatic. Because for one, I knew that was in the beginning. I figured out that was one of the things that would piss him off because he just act like he didn't care about nothing else. He just was so nonchalant. I could never get a reaction out of him until that one time I called him a bitch. And I was like, oh, that's what get it going. That's, you know, just real childish and toxic, wanting to see emotion from somebody who wasn't used to showing emotion. I don't know. It was just the dumbest way of thinking. That's how you can tell, like when you think back and remember situations, the young you just had like a different way of thinking and it didn't even make sense. That makes no sense to me. When I'm saying it right now, it makes no sense to me, but back then it made complete sense. Like the math was completely mathing. So yeah, I figured that out a long time ago. It's like we both figured out how to press each other's buttons real early, almost too early. I got real disrespectful. I said, bitch, you crazy. You ain't raised shit. You talking out your ass now. You just saying shit. You must have hit your head a little too hard when you got arrested. And I'm not trying to give away the story a lot, but when that stuff was happening, it's like something snapped within him. Like he just was like, F everything. And this is not funny at all. In his mind, like this was rock bottom. This was over. They literally took everything from him and he snapped. So he started banging his head on the police car so forcefully and so violent to the point where he bust his head open and blood was just dripping down his face and it looked insane. It looked crazy. And I was scared. I was really, really scared. Seeing that, I was like, I don't know this person. Like, I never thought that, like, that whole time it was crazy. Yeah, that's it. I'm not even gonna say no more about it. He was like, fuck you. You can really pack your shit and get the fuck out. I could definitely be spiteful and I will really hit below the belt a lot of the times. If I feel like you coming for me especially, I'm definitely finna get down there with you. And I'm gonna take it too far. I'm not gonna say I would never do it again because I just feel like that's in my sag bones. But I wouldn't do it unprovoked. which I never did it unprovoked. Fuck it, you know what, bitch, don't come for me, okay? So when he first started yelling, I was like, what the hell? But then I'm like, all right, I'm not finna let this nigga see me sweat or nothing. So I'm like, okay, and I've been kicked out of better, bitch. I've been kicked out of better, just going back and forth. At this point, we both calling each other out our names. He's sprinkling in a few bitches too. And I was a smidge of a hypocrite. I was a lot of a hypocrite, because I would definitely call him a bitch first. But then when I got it back, I was like,
that'll do it.
You calling me a bitch? Oh, I'm a bitch now. Oh, bad, I'm a bitch. Like, y'all crazy. I promise you, if y'all ever saw the young me having this toxic altercation with this man, y'all would think that I was psycho. So as this part of the argument is happening, we're going back and forth, calling each other out of our names. Devontae, here he come again, sashaying through. Fake walking to the kitchen and throw something away. He got fake trash in his hand because it was just nothing. It was like something so small. Come on now, we both know what you're doing. I only seen him because I was facing the hallway and Dre had his back towards the hallway, so he probably ain't even see him. So he coming through like when Dre is like, get your shit, get the fuck out, da da da. He like walk right through, and he said it loud enough so I could hear it over the yelling. Once again, it's like I hear it but I don't hear it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard it, and I'm most definitely, I know for sure I was gonna react later because I was gonna remember it, because I can't stand them. Somebody calling me as usual. In the moment, I'm just so focused on going back and forth with Dre that I don't know, I didn't even react to him. Dre just saying stuff like, yeah, you think you could say anything to people, you think you could let anything fall out your mouth, get your shit. And I'm like, bitch, you see me packing up, you see that. I've been kicked out of better places, bitch. Just saying all kinds of crazy stuff to him. One thing about it, at one point we had gotten so toxic that we would say stuff about each other's family. And I ain't gonna say them things. And we both did, so don't come for me. I'm not proud of it. Oh, Jesus. Let me try to skate on by that like I ain't just said. Anyway, y'all, he kicking me out like he thought I was gonna be like, but where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? I don't have nowhere to go. Like, I am literally very much unfazed. I'm packing my stuff and I'm ready to leave, because at this point I am sick of him. I'm sick of him complaining all the time. Like, this situation happened to both of us, but he was acting like it only happened to him, where we lost everything. I was staying there out of convenience for the most part, but it's not even convenient no more when I gotta deal with attitudes and yelling and arguing every day. I don't like it. At that point, I was like, you know what? I'm finna call my aunt. I'd rather Uber from her house all the way to Home Depot back over here and back home every single day than to stay here any longer. This is really happening quicker than I'm explaining it, but I'm gathering up my little stuff. Then all of a sudden, who come mobbing back through? Devontae. He act like he had to go outside, come right back in, and then he like mumbling under his breath when he walking back to his room. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, because I'm just remembering the laughter, the the slick co-signing, and I'm just like, shut up. You want to be a part of this so bad, you weirdo. I'm like, I have my stuff in my hand and I'm about to take it outside, because there's two doors. There's one over here and then there's one like going this direction. He went the one in this direction, that direction. I'm going out like kind of like the front door. I got my stuff in my hand, about to go out the door. He was like, they ain't tell you to get the fuck out. They ain't tell you to get your shit. Let me go outside, because he want to argue so bad. And there was certain things I knew about him thanks to his baby mama Dum Dum. Should I say that? I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna say he really liked arguing, okay? If you get it, then you get it. When I go outside, I'm only outside for about 6-7 minutes or something, and then my aunt finally pull up, because I had been called her. So yeah, she finally pull up. I'm just taking my stuff to the car. He trying to help me with my stuff, and I want to say fake help me, because we had just argued for like an hour, and now my aunt is here and you trying to act like everything's all hunky-dory and nothing happened. So I take my daughter out first, put her car seat up in there, and then put her in the car seat, And I go back for my bags and I see him walking with one of my bags. And before he gets to the car, I kind of like grab it. So like we got our hand on the same bag and I'm like, let my shit go. I don't need your help. And like quietly, because I don't want my aunt to hear. I don't want her to hear we arguing. She is wondering why I'm calling her to pick me up. But like I give her some vague answer and she kind of let it go. She probably knew I didn't want her all up in my business like that. So yeah, he was like, man, give me this bag. Give me this bag. And I'm like, let my shit go. And then he kind of like politely jerked it away from me, and I didn't want to keep hold on to the bag because she's watching. She's like watching my daughter and watching. So I'm like, oh, this motherfucker here. So yeah, he go into the car. My aunt he's speaking like, yeah, everything okay. Everything is not okay, liar. I go back and I try to grab all my stuff because I do not want your help. Please go in the house and do not come back outside. So I'm at my aunt's house and a few days go by. And I don't know if he knew that I was logged into his Instagram. He knew that I had like hacked all of his stuff at one point because I came clean. Actually, I think I got caught, so I had to come clean. And the crazy thing is when he would find out like I got his password to Instagram, he would be like, man, log out my shit, log out my shit. But he would never change the password. Like, I think he changed the password one time. Long story short, I was still logged into his Instagram. And all of a sudden, like on the second day, his Instagram started blowing up. Mind you, we haven't talked at all. I hate when people do this, like, hey, this is so-and-so from Tinder. Where are you? Girl, say all that in one sentence. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. I'm like, so it said, hey, this is Sophie from Tinder. Where are you? Are we hanging? Like stuff like that. And I'm just like, girl. So I'm like, who is Sophie? And it's crazy because the girl actually had the name of one of his sisters. And I'm like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's just my thing, a mind thing for me. But I cannot talk to somebody with the same name as one of my relatives. That's just incredibly weird to me, especially... Like, no, that's just incredibly weird to me. So yeah, those messages start coming through. And that made me go to his DM. But before I could click on it, I see that he had messaged Alyssa. If y'all don't know who Alyssa is, she from the Storytime where he took me to Atlanta to cheat. Oh, he sent news, or she sent my man a nude. She from that Storytime too. And I actually have another Storytime about her. It was around the time I had just giving birth. So he messaged her and said, what's up, Alyssa? I was like, oh, okay. The ongoing pattern was that every time we got into it, he would do spiteful stuff like go DM females and like go smoke with females. Dudes think that they can do that kind of stuff, and then after 3-4 days they could come back like nothing happened. After they done thought it about and entertained females, they can come back like, all right, I'm not even mad no more. You know what I'm saying? I got a little attention from so-and-so. Now I can go make up with my girl. No. And then honestly, when I think back, it gives insecure. I see that he messaged Alyssa. So I'm just like thinking what I'm about to do. While I'm thinking, I read him and Sophie messages. So I'm reading their messages, they going back and forth. I'm trying to wait until after he opened the message for me to read everything, so I don't read it first. Basically what I got from that conversation is they met on Tinder. Sophie is 17 and she want him to pull up on her so they can smoke and chill and watch movies. And y'all already know what that mean in Tinder language, right? So I'm like, why is he talking to a 17-year-old? And I know looks ain't everything, but one thing I can say about Dre is he has absolutely, literally no type. Literally. I promise you, these messages, I was not even mad. Anyway, I was more concerned with Alyssa. So I'm like, if Alyssa tell me about this, then we cool for real. But if she don't, she a fake ass bitch and everything. Because me and her had actually like gained like some type of relationship on a certain level. Besides, you know, after she told me everything and how she was never interested in him and blah, blah, blah. Like they didn't have the type of relationship that I thought they had, her and Dre. My brain really drug it left. But he did try to talk to her. And it was just typical dude being thirsty over a girl he cannot have. So, damn. And when I really thought about it, I should have been in that category of the girl that he cannot have. It's been about 10 minutes since I seen it, right? Since he messaged her. I see that she actually posted something. And I like shoot her a little, I respond to her story. I'm like, hey, boo. Or was responding to stories there? Was that even a thing? I probably just DM'd her after I watched her story or whatever. So I shoot her a little, hey boo. Just like that, y'all. Just like that. She was like, girl, I'm about to text you. I was like, ah. I was like, okay, she might be a real one. That was really just a little test for me on, I don't know. She texted me like, girl, yo baby daddy, this and that. And I'm like, what's that? I don't have one of those. We was just going back and forth. And then a message from Alyssa come on to my phone from Instagram for his Instagram. Basically, she was like, boy, stop DMing me. You lame as hell. Your baby mama already told me everything I need to know and da-da-da this and da-da-da. She was saying so much. And he was like, oh, you gonna do me like that, Alyssa? You gonna do me like that? And she was like, boy, get your lame ass off my phone. Just dogging him, just playing him. And he didn't respond no more after that. And I was like, damn. She really played him. She must have hurt his feelings or something, because he didn't respond no more after that. So yeah, she texted me, sending me screenshots and everything, which I didn't need because I'm seeing it right when you sending it to him. So yeah. We just going back and forth laughing. That wasn't enough for me though. I really just had to let him know that I knew. So I ended up texting him and I'm like, oh, you trying to talk to Alyssa? And he was like, man, what the fuck you talking about? And I was like, she sent me the screenshots right after you text her and da-da-da. So I screenshot the screenshot and send it to him. And he was like, man, I don't care about none of that. I don't want you or her. Y'all both crazy as hell. Y'all got me fucked up thinking y'all finna catch me and try to, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word that he said. He was like, basically, y'all not finna gang up on me. But I can't think of the word that he said. I'm like, boy, you got caught being thirsty yet again. So he was like, stop texting me about this bitch and da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, so how about we talk about this little 17-year-old Sophie? And he was like, man, what the hell? What the fuck? Get off my shit. Yeah, I'm sick of you invading my privacy. Like, oh my God. And I did. I can honestly say that I invaded his privacy so much. I can understand where he was coming from. But it was just like, I could not help it. I had fallen down that little rabbit hole of crazy. At this point, I was kind of climbing out of it, because before this, I was way worse. I told y'all I called a girl 200 times. I told y'all that. Told y'all that I reworded an AT&T message and tricked her into sending me her last name so I could find her on Facebook and everything like that, Instagram, and find her baby daddy. Then I follow her baby daddy. Like, I told y'all this. Like, I was way worse. I was way more persistent. So I was climbing out of the hole of crazy, but it was still a little crazy lingering on me. And at this moment, I screenshotted. I don't know where them screenshots at, but I do remember screenshotting everything. And then all of a sudden, I got logged out of his Instagram because he must have changed his password this time. So I was like, damn, I shouldn't have told on myself. I should have just watched from a distance. It's like, I had no self-control. When I knew something, I had to tell him right away. Like, I had to confront him right away. And then, I'm not gonna lie, I did some trifling stuff. I started dragging this situation by the edges. I was posting stuff on Snapchat, like little subliminal messages that only he would get. I was like, niggas talking to little girls. What does a 20-something-year-old have in common with a 17-year-old? And da-da-da, just dragging by his edges. He could not message me on no what you doing, or do you need this, or da-da-da. Ask Sophie. Do Sophie need to ride to school? Like, I was annoying. I was that annoying person. One thing about me, I could not let nothing go. I couldn't. I just really couldn't. But back to this very moment, I was posting it on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. I was posting it on Snapchat. And then that's when he blocked me off of Snapchat and messaged me like, you dragging it, da-da-da. Basically saying I was dragging it. And I was like, you're a Oop, I said it. I didn't even say it. I was like, you a pedophile. You a pedophile. Like, why are you trying to meet up with this little girl from Tinder? In my head, dragging it was a way to tick him off. It was a way to piss him off. So, and since I was pissed off, oh, you need to be pissed off. Like, you need to feel what I'm feeling. I'm not proud of that. I did apologize. We did talk about it, because I think that really hurt his feelings. Oh, I also drug it that she had the name of one of his sisters. I was like, really? Why is you talking to somebody's name with one of your sisters? You're weird. You're weird. Like, yeah. When I tell y'all I used to drag shit, I did. Oh my God. Disclaimer. Biggest disclaimer. He's not a pedophile. The age difference wasn't significant, I promise you. He ended up showing me the messages because he thought that I thought that he was a pedophile for real, when I was just trying to tick him off. And that's not the way you That's not, you don't go around throwing them kind of accusations out, and I was wrong for that.
Basically, he ended up showing me the text messages. It's like they was talking on Instagram and texting simultaneously. So they was really talking about the same thing, and the girl really just wanted to chill with him. And I seen that on Instagram, and I seen him not responding to her on Instagram. Now, I can admit, I was really just being childish, trying to be spiteful, and so I started dragging it.
So yeah, he showed me the messages, and he was basically like, and I seen the Instagram messages, and it wasn't really nothing on Instagram. He wasn't really trying to meet up with her or nothing like that. But he did go serve her. If y'all know what that means, then just put it together. The messages basically went like, where you at? Oh, I'm here. I'm pulling up. It's gonna be this much. I guess she got it. And then like 2 minutes later, I guess he left, and she was like, can you come back? Like, I really wanted to hang out. And he was like, no, I have to go get my daughter. Like, he lied. So yeah, for him to literally show me messages in his phone without me sneaking and seeing it, he really had to be telling the truth. Because other than that, it was always, no, stay away from my phone. But yeah, I knew when he showed me that damn phone, he was telling the truth 9 times out of 10. So yeah, this was just a trifling situation that I remembered, and I decided to tell it. I don't know. This has no purpose, because it's not like, oh, but you know what, 6 months later, everything got better. No, it doesn't have a happy ending, obviously, because we're not together. I mean, no, honestly, we just got into it. So, okay, everything don't get a happy ending. So, whatever. Me and my daughter are having our own happy ending. So, yeah. So, this situation pretty much stayed downhill for the longest. Because one thing about a Sag, we will definitely hold a grudge. Yeah, then months later, I got that job at the call center. And then that's when the other story time happened. And remember in the story time, I was like, y'all gonna think I'm crazy for trying to even do something nice for him because of what happened before the like little hotel situation of me getting caught cheating. And this is what happened before. So much happened, y'all. And even still, with me telling all of this story, I still had to leave some stuff out. So just know that it was like a crazy, messy time, very draining, very depressed, and it was a lot. Don't nobody go calling him no pedophile. He not a pedophile, Lord. I just feel like I gotta make that clear, because people on the internet will drag it. They will act like they didn't hear me or my disclaimer saying that he wasn't a pedophile. So let me go ahead and say it again. He ain't no pedophile. I promise you, I will tell a whole entire story, and some people will comment like they literally did not listen. They just watched me on mute or something. So I might have to put some closed captions for you. Not a pedophile. All right. Because for real, honestly, I don't play like that. I'm not even gonna say why I don't play like that. Just know I don't play like that. I don't play about kids. Nobody kids. Not like that. No. So yeah, I just had to get serious for a moment. My bad. But yeah, anyway, y'all, if y'all like this story time, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave me a comment and hit that subscribe button. If you want more tea, definitely consider joining the membership. The link is in the description. The membership has 3 different tiers. Read them before you sign up and pay your money, because I don't want nobody to think I'm scamming them. Okay, 3 different tiers. Sign up from a laptop or a computer. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Bye. One thing about me, I'm a ramble, and I'm gonna tell you at least 25 side stories. I actually need to stop telling side stories, because people be thinking that they already heard the full story time just because something sounds familiar from me mentioning it in another video. So I need to stop doing that. But I can't help it. The few people that's been saying it recently on my past few videos, I'm like, videos? What the fuck? Why can't I talk? Is that? No. No. She just be doing it to come in. This is literally the long way to go, Pete. That's the shortcut. Girl. Let me go turn the TV down. What you watching, The Proud Family? You watching The Proud Family? Okay. Go pee. I thought you had to pee. Get in right into it, because bitch, we gotta go. Oh. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay, handwriting. And then it's the little hearts for me. You really... Stop. That is so cute. Okay, y'all don't have to buy cards, child. Just slap it on a little piece of paper. Cut everything. Tatiana, cut everything. Okay. Oh my gosh. I love this so much.
When I'm doing my own mom, go. And I'm not scared of bugs no more.
Alright. But do you like the cut, baby? This is about the cut. Don't do what you was just doing though, for real.
Wait.
This is so cute. I love it.
No, only
Either or, gold. No, baby, you don't even got keys. This for me. I love this. A little mama bear and a baby bear.
This key isn't for me.
I call you baby bear all the time. It is for you. It represents you, but I'm going to put it on my keys. Oh, what the fuck? They are all literally so beautiful and shiny. I can't. Okay, I've been talking about these cups for literally 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna definitely edit it down. But maybe I'll title it. I don't wanna tell y'all what I'm thinking about titling because I don't want to give the video away. I mean, y'all gonna see it anyway. Never mind. That's stupid. That shit sucked. Oh my god, I just had a flashback. I felt, damn. I'm so sorry if this is confusing. I'm actually gonna cut some of this shit out because I should have just started off telling my stories in order because this shit probably will confuse y'all. But yeah, it was a lot going on, okay? I'm gonna just say that. It was a lot going on. He really thought he was El Chapo. That's another story. I should have called him, I really should have named him El Chapo. El Chapiana. El Chapa. That's who he thought he was. Not the dog being disrespectful. Now, let me get my face together for this shit. 2 + 2 was equaling 4 in my head instead of 74. We were definitely crazy. Like, honestly, I can't even, I can imagine it because it happened, but I just can't imagine ever doing that again or acting like that ever again. Oh my God, I just can't fathom acting that way. I'm gonna say it, I'm not gonna say it. Because I don't know if that's embarrassing or not. I promise you, I will never put myself in that position again. Like, nobody will ever hold my fate in their hands. Like, I really felt like I let Dre hold my fate. I entrusted him with too much. I'm never doing that again. Living together and all that stuff. No. You can have your place, I can have my place. And if ain't no ring on my ring finger, we are not living together. You can't even have a drawer. Don't even leave your toothbrush. Don't leave shit over here. Because one thing about me, I'm not going to throw my shit away, but I will throw your shit away. What is that word? Barricade? Bombard? Fuck, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. Is that dragging it, y'all? That's dragging it. Don't answer. I don't know why he didn't delete messages. Okay? And that's just one thing about it. It is such a beautiful day. I'm definitely about to go take my baby to go get some ice cream. Yeah, we finna go on a date. This is date weather right here. This is date weather. Hopefully I get this video up by Friday. Because I got some stuff to do. Okay, let me stop recording because I got some stuff to do. Where's my little clicker? I stay dropping this clicker. Forever dropping this clicker. All right, I'm gonna have to turn the camera off the ghetto way.